Hello, Taurus. Welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still somewhat new, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Everybody who's already subscribed, thank you all so much. Thank you if you subscribed today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big thank you to everybody who watches, all my viewers. Without you, I would not have a channel. For those of you who are new and don't know, I am also an author. I'm writing a series, an action adventure on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book 1 here, which I've read aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos here for you to enjoy for free. Book 2 is published and available. All of the links that you need from my books are in the description box below. Also, if you would like a personal reading, I am still offering those. In order to contact me, the information is in the description box. Okay, so let me, just a big welcome to everybody. If you're new, welcome back. Let me just explain what we're doing here. Last month, because this is the Mother Speaks Tarot, it's dedicated to the feminine energy. She asked me to create this channel, and she even gave me the name. And so last month was Mother's Day, so we celebrated the mother energy all month long by receiving our messages by different mother energies each week. Because this is the month for Father's Day, we are doing the same thing for the Father. We love the Father, we love God, we love the masculine very much. And so we are going to get our messages from Father energies all month long. So last week we began with the energy of Master Jesus. This week we are receiving our messages from the god, ancient Egyptian god, Thoth. I'm calling him Thoth because for the last few days, that's what he's been saying in my head. I was calling him Thoth, as I felt like that's what he told me to call him. It was really somebody else's idea, and so I feel like calling him Thoth is what I'm supposed to call him. He is saying, write, okay? Write your own future. Thoth is also a moon god, which is why the moon is behind him here. And I'm just going to go ahead and mention that his wife is Ma'at. She is the goddess of equilibrium, of balance. She is justice. She is Libra. Okay, so she came out in the last reading. She came out in the last two readings. And also I want to point out that the moon is feminine. The sun is masculine, the moon is feminine. And so for the last two readings, Thoth has been teaching about the sacred feminine. Okay, so I'm going to be using Thoth's deck, okay? This is the first deck that I had when I first started this channel. It was the only deck that I had. If I need to clarify, I'm going to use my teeny tiny Rider Tarot deck here. And at the end of the reading, I'm going to go ahead and pull one card from the Isis Oracle. And, you know, while I was planning for this, I didn't have like a Thoth Oracle or anything. Thoth is like, you can use the Isis Oracle. And I was like, well, okay, because he said like everything that I need to say is in there. Oh my gosh, now he's pointing out to me, see, it's the moon. The moon. He's like, and so far she has, her cards are incredible. Okay, so this is the Isis Oracle by Alana Fairchild. I just love Alana Fairchild's oracles. They're just awesome. There's a lot of masculine cards in here as well. It's just Thoth is teaching us about the feminine. Okay, so as a reader, I am very much about the masculine and feminine, about the two energies that are everything here in our world, the zeros and ones of binary code, light and dark, male and female, masculine and feminine, and on. Okay, so I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will, and major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you wrote for your own life, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain poignant lessons of life that, when learned, raise both the vibration and wisdom that is encoded within your soul. Because of free will, We can unfortunately lower in vibration in a lifetime, but if you can manage to raise in vibration and wisdom lifetime after lifetime, you will eventually get to a place that we call enlightened. Enlightened people like Jesus, like Thoth, like many, many other people, like the Buddha, they can affect a great deal of positive change in the world. So when I'm looking at your major arcana, it's kind of like looking at fate, but not really, because of the free will. There are times when things happen in our life that we cannot change no matter what we try, and we wrote it that way. Those are indicated to me as the Wheel of Fortune, and that the Wheel of Fortune card, and that is not in, you don't have this in your spread. Okay, now this deck does not have reversed meanings. However, I am feeling certain reversed meanings from these cards. It just depends on which one it is. Okay, so we start right here at the heart of the matter. Right here at the heart of everything, you've got swords. This is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. And like I've been saying with this card, it does have a Libra element. This card has been in all 3 Earth readings. Virgo and Capricorn both had this card. Okay, so the Earth elements, you guys have been dealing with a lot of backstabbing, a lot of pain, a lot of heartache. You see, this starts with the 3 of Swords here with that. There's a heart right there. The 3 of Swords is heartbreak, and then it goes on to continuing pain. But the 10 of Swords, all 10s are endings. And in other decks, such as the Rider, you'll see a figure laying on the ground, and they just have all these swords in their back. But the sun in the distance is rising. Okay, it's just beginning to come out, which means it's over, which is why we have this little symbol right here. The circle and the dot represents the sun. Pardon me. And then what we have is some Libra scales here, the scales of balance, which is why I'm mentioning Ma'at. Okay, she is balance. She is the idea of karma and how things work in this place where we live. Okay, so the sun coming up and this all being over balances out the energies of being attacked. Okay, because once the sun starts to come out, the sun is happiness. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. So what this says to me right here is that yes, you've gone through 10 backstabbings, whether it's 10 days, 10 months, 10 years of bullshit. It will be equalized with happiness. Okay, and so this says ruin, but I don't feel that. What I feel is that you've just been going through a lot of backstabbing. You've been going through a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, and it may have been 10 months. It may have been 10 years worth. You know what I mean? It's been really hard, but it's coming to an end. It is at an end. This is the 10. The energy that's crossing this, I use my intuition for what the position is. And when I mean the position, we have the heart of everything, we've got the root of everything. And what is this? This is what my intuition tells me. So this energy, I feel, is what is keeping you going. This is what's at the heart of everything. It's all this backstabbing. Okay? And this is air energy. So is this. This is Aquarius energy. Air is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. This is also the card of hope. This is also the card of healing. This is all your hopes and dreams coming true. So this is what I'm feeling. Like throughout this whole thing, you have continued to hope. Hope for healing. Hope to get past this heartbreak. Hope for all your dreams to come true. Okay? So this is saying, Taurus, in this very powerful card here, a major arcana card. Just think about it, okay? Because look, this is a minor arcana card. And this is what's happening to you. This is the energy you've been applying to it. Okay? This is a major arcana card. This is a major energy. So good job. Good job. Hoping for so much healing. Hoping, never losing hope. Hoping for the healing that comes from all this crap. Hoping that all your dreams come true despite all this bullshit. See what I'm saying? And right now this really looks like a moon. Whew. Alrighty. So what's at the root of everything is this Lover's card. This is your counterpart, I believe. Whether you're a twin flame or not. Because for me, the Lover's card is the union of a twin flame couple. This is also the card of Gemini. So Taurus, you are dealing with a lot of air energy. Air energy is mental energy. It's your mind. It's logic. It is intuition. It's clarity. It's intellect. Okay? So sometimes this is called the card of choice. There may have been a choice involved here. But I feel like this is your counterpart, whichever you feel it is. If you feel like you're the masculine, this is your queen. If you feel like you're the feminine, this is your king. If you feel like, you know, it doesn't matter how you feel. Like you could both be queens. Okay? But this is your counterpart. And this is a major energy. So you are hoping for a major healing when it comes to your relationship. You've been going through a lot of pain for the last 10 whatever. And you were really hoping that this will be healed. That your hopes and dreams is this working out. Now let me tell you a little bit about if this is a twin flame relationship. If this was a twin flame relationship, this would start out with these people both having balance in their masculine and feminine energies. Then what they do is what then happens is that gives off an energy that attracts a similar vibration, which is their counterpart. Okay, so you may be a power couple. You may have been a power couple. You may have felt like you were a power couple, that you were very powerful together. Yet there's been sadness, there's been backstabbing, there's been sharp words and heartache and heartbreak going on. I'm still not sure if this is your relationship. Yeah, it is. It's your relationship. Now, you know, this isn't, someone did point out once in the comments that it's not always a love relationship. It can be things, there's other things that can break your heart, right? Of course, now that's why readers like me say, take what resonates with you. If you know how to apply the energies, do that way, you know? If this, if you think that this is something else, like if you say, oh, this is a choice, I don't have a counterpart, then that's what it is for you, okay? And if you find that it's not really resonating with you at all, then there's lots of other readings that you can go check out. If this is not your reading, don't try to force it. No, just go find one that is more, that is you, okay? Now, this is the energy that is moving out of your life at this time, okay? So this is some sort of collaboration. This could have been some sort of business, or there could have been business partners, but this also could be, unfortunately, a third-party situation. Okay, so somebody, and this is Capricorn right here. This is Earth. And then what we have here is Mars, which rules Aries. That'd be weird if this was a Capricorn and an Aries involved with you, Taurus. But anyway, so this is some sort of collaboration. This is where people work together for a common goal. This is your most recent past, and this is what's moving out of your life at this time, okay? So that you could have been working with this other, with your, let's just say that, you know, since COVID and stuff, maybe you were working from home, okay? And so it did, that includes different aspects. What? Hang on. So it's really you being at home with your counterpart, but working from home. This is what you were doing. That's not going to be for all of you. Keep going, he says. Okay. Now, the next two cards for me as a reader are future cards. And here we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. For those of you who did see the readings from Jesus last week, I was saying that I had my crucifixion, and that this was he was Hanged Man energy. And here's this card shows you that this is actually Osiris in this deck, but he is crucified. He is the Hanged Man still, since he's upside down like that. But the element of Christ's sacrifice is in this card, okay? So you can see what I was talking about there. And this is in the reverse. So I feel that, no, I don't think that you're going to be coming into this hangman energy. I think that what's going to happen is you're going to already have this new perspective. A new perspective is going to hit you. And see that this is what the Hanged Man does. He hangs himself upside down on purpose so that he can get a new perspective. That new perspective gives him enlightenment. It gives him wisdom, okay? Now, this is you finding something out. And you may have had to do some sort of sacrifice in order to get this enlightenment. Now, I'm not talking about like animals or anything. The sacrifice of hanging himself upside down to get this enlightenment. So whatever you had to maybe make the sacrifice of thinking about this a great deal, even though it was very painful or something. But I feel like this enlightenment is coming in, and I keep getting shown this snake. There's something about a snake here. Someone may have been a snake. Oh, there's another one at the foot. So snakes at the foot and in the mind, going in circles. All right. I'm trying to make these readings a little bit shorter. All right, so the next energy that we have here is the energy of death, the scorpionic energy of death. Okay, so this is a major change. Nobody's going to die. Okay, this is not physical death, but this is a major change. Okay, and oh wow, I'm being shown this. Okay, so these are both Osiris. This is Osiris. Okay, if you read the little booklet that comes with this deck, you know that this is Osiris. This is also Osiris. He's wearing the Osirian crown. Okay, so this is masculine energy that you're going to be in the midst of in the future. So this enlightenment is going to cause a great deal of change, or this change is going to cause a certain amount of enlightenment. It's just going to hit you. That's the sacrifice, is the change. Something could be cut out of your life. And that sacrifice of cutting something or someone out of your life is going to bring almost instant enlightenment. That's how powerful this Osirian energy is. Osiris, god of the underworld, husband of Isis, brother of Isis, Set, and Nephthys. The good king. There's something to do with Osiris's energy here. You may want to go look up Osiris and see what stands out to you. But your two future cards here are this the sacred masculine energy of Osiris. He was a very good and sweet person, as well as a very good and sweet king, as kings came back in those days. He was killed by his brother Set out of jealousy. Killed by his brother Set out of jealousy. And Isis, in her divine magic that she learned from Thoth, was able to resurrect him. Interesting. Wow. Okay. You know, a long time ago, I was meditating, and I was thinking about Thoth, and very clearly at that moment, I heard him say, "You are a good daughter," and that is why he is a father energy this week for us. He is very strong in my life, and he is extremely, extremely wise. Okay, so he is someone else that you may want to meditate with him. Look him up too as well. If you're going to be looking up Osiris, Thoth as well. Okay, now here we have the Knight of Cups. This is your hope card. So you're not hoping for the reversal of this. You're hoping for this love. An offer of love, an offer or an apology. Knights are all bringers of change. So you're hoping for this change, and it's coming. It just isn't quite yet. So now here's what I'm thinking. It could be that this is the offer of love. This is maybe the apology. This could be the message that of love that changes everything. But it is still in the reverse. It has not manifested just yet. So be patient. And I think I see why it hasn't manifested yet. Yeah. This is your current state of being. This card, this energy has not manifested yet. This is the Fool. This is the beginning of the major arcana. This is the beginning of a new spiritual path. Spirit and love, intuition, emotion. Maybe you haven't, this could mean more than one thing. This could mean, see, this is Prince Charming, you know, the knight in shining offer, offering his cup of love, offering, you know, this is my heart. But with these two in reverse, and then I see this change here. Okay. This change will happen first. This change will happen first because you are hoping. This is the hope card. You're hoping for healing and all your dreams to come true. And your hope card hasn't quite manifested just yet. So that's why Thoth is telling you to continue hoping for the highest healing, for the highest vibration, the highest vibration of hope. Keep hoping in that vibration. You could even be becoming a star. You know, whether you're in the entertainment industry or you do really good at your job or something that you're in, you could be becoming a star and all your dreams are about to come true, okay? But This has to do with the spirit, with your spiritual path. The sacrifice needs to be made to hang yourself upside down, to get that enlightenment. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe what it would do, it would come to you really quickly. That could happen. But now Thoth is telling me, no, there's certain things that need to happen here. This needs the sacrifice of hanging yourself upside down to get this enlightenment. That is the change. That is the major change. Cutting what out of your life? Cutting out the fact that you don't have your spiritual path going, or cutting out the old spiritual path for the new spiritual path by following your heart. This is earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Okay? So to go on this new spiritual path, which to be a true human, to live truly, to live the way we were meant to live, I believe that people require spirit to do that. Now, you are afraid of this new beginning in spirit. Wands, fire. Fire can also represent spirit. This can represent a lot of stuff, but this is you being afraid of this new spiritual path. You know, maybe hanging yourself upside down just sounds scary. You know, Jesus had to be very brave in order to actually do this. You don't have to actually be crucified. This is simply going on the spiritual path. Now, when the hangman hangs himself upside down, his life is in suspension there for a minute. Because he's got to look around. He's got to contemplate. He's got to get that enlightenment to come to him, that new perspective. I think this is going to happen for you quickly, though. I don't think that you're going to be suspended for that long. That's why I was getting that this would happen very quickly. Like maybe you didn't even have to hang yourself upside down, that you didn't have to make that sacrifice. But apparently you do. You're afraid. You're afraid of the spiritual path. Or you're afraid of this new spiritual path you're about to go on. It may even have something to do with your job. Since you've got this whole, when we have coins, your energy, which is money, and we have things like wands together, which is work, career. The wands is the suit of the workers, and the discs is about coins. It's about your health and your wealth. But like I said, fire is also about spirit. So, but what you could have been working with people, but now what you're going to do is that instead of maybe working with a more earthly, more 3D, 3. This is the 3D world. Maybe what you did for a living was 3D. And it's time to start over, and what you do for a living will be spiritual. And I understand, because that can seem very scary. Now, Now, this is what has not manifested yet, because your Fool is still upside down, okay? But when your Fool flips and you get on this spiritual path, it'll be because you controlled your emotions. Right now, your emotions are out of control. And that is the fear. The fear of getting burned with the fire of spirit. Right now, you're allowing your emotions to rule you because this is not manifested yet. This Prince of Cups has control over his emotions the way he's got control over this eagle. He's just flying along. He's got control even though this is kind of volatile. He's got control even though it seems like he wouldn't be able to control it. He does. So you've got the Knight and the Prince, both in the reverse. Maybe you have an apology. Maybe you have a cup of love that you haven't offered. You see how he's got his cup of love? He's got a snake in it. This is a card of Cancer, the crab. He's got a snake. And I was looking at this. There's a snake down here and there's a snake up here. There's something about the snake. Okay? And eagles, this is the eagle. Look up the animal totem of the eagle. The eagle knows how to take care of the snake. It could be there's a snake in your midst that's been causing all this trouble. Maybe you don't know who it is. Either way, once you get control of your emotions and you understand what your emotions are, I believe that's when, once you get control of your emotions, this will flip, of course. This is the control over your emotions. And then that's probably when you're going to understand your emotions and you'll be able to offer this apology or cup of love. See, Knight to Prince. Yeah, this is about your masculine energy. And that's so funny because I was just telling you that the last two readings that Thoth did were about the feminine. But here, for you, Taurus, he's discussing your masculine energy. And now I'm starting to feel like this is the root of the matter. This is where you're going as well. If your masculine energy is what is out of balance, and that brings you into a state of your own, being your own twin flame, which is when your sacred masculine and feminine are both very balanced. And that's a hard line to walk, okay? That's when you bring in your counterpart. But I just feel like this is what you're doing with you. This is, instead of the Sagittarius card, this is you as well. This has love involved here, but this is you. Interesting. Now, this is what is at the root, not the root, the underlying energy to all of this. And here we have this sun again, okay? Now, the 8 of discs in this deck is called prudence. This is when you, because it is prudent to learn a new skill or a new trade, and it is prudent to work hard. And that is what this card embodies, working hard. So I think that you've been working hard on your happiness because this little circle and dot represents the sun, and the sun is the happiest card in the deck. Okay? Also, this looks like a tree. This, to me, it's a family tree. It's like you're working on this, you know, the family is important to you, but you've been working really hard at this relationship. Whatever this means to you, you've been working really hard on it to bring in that balance, to bring in your happiness. And remember, you know, I told you that this little dot, circle and a dot, that's the symbol for the sun. And there it is again. So that's like getting the sun twice, even though you didn't get the sun. There's even a sun on the groin here of the Fool. So the underlying energy is you've been working hard at this. You've been working hard to learn enough to bring happiness, balance, and joy into your life. You've been working really hard at keeping a really powerful hope of your dreams coming true, for healing itself throughout all this crap that you've been going through. Good job. Good job. You may have also been learning a new skill or trade and you've been going through it. But I feel like what you've been doing is you've been working really hard at your own happiness and your own healing. But this is the root of it, is your partnership. All right, let's get a card from the Isis Oracle and we'll close out your reading. Please don't forget to like, especially if this is resonating with you. Also, check out my books. I haven't gotten any bad reviews. I have heard that there is spiritual healing involved when they read it. I do channel the book. And like I was saying in one of the last readings, I just remembered, there's book 1 had been published for like a year and a half when I realized something about it. I'm like, oh, so that's why Spirit had me write it like that. And I think I had already published book 2 by then as well. So, I mean, I don't even know all the stuff that's in it because I channeling it. So check it out. Oh no, your candle went out. Hang on. Okay, got you a new candle, guys. Sorry about that, but I believe everything happens for a reason. You know what I think is that message is it's always darkest before the dawn. Okay, I'm almost done with this reading and the flame went out and it's just really easy to just get another one and light it. And so I just feel like for very temporary, it's going to be darkest before the dawn for you. You may go through a moment where you feel like you can't see what to do, you don't know what to do, you don't know what's going on, the proverbial in the dark feeling, okay? But it won't last very long, okay? Because you've got the star shining its light. All right, Isis. Thanks for showing me the candle is out, Isis. Okay, Thoth. My good friend, Thoth. What would you like to tell Taurus about this? I feel like whatever card that comes out is really going to clarify this whole thing about the lovers, and that's why I don't feel like I need to pull a clarifier from my teeny weeny deck. Kind of a brutal shuffler. Thank you, Isis. Wow. Oh, wow. You got the Temple of Carnelian entering the fierce belly of Sekmet. Ooh, yep. Because of this. This is your fear. This fire. This new beginning. This is the fire of inspiration, but of an idea, of something that you want to create that makes you jump out of bed in the morning. You're so excited to get it going. You're so excited and okay, better get to reading because this is already at 39 minutes. Now, when we go through a temple, it's let me tell you, I've gotten this before a couple of times, and Sekmet is Isis's sister. She's the lion goddess. You don't fool around. She doesn't fool around. She's strong energy, a lot like Kali. Okay. Temple of Carnelian, entering the fierce belly of Sekmet. You have such strength within you. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage. Taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive embodied and more yourself, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. All that is what I was talking about right here, okay? Taking that risk. You're afraid of this. This is your fear card that feels true to your heart, okay? This offer of love, even if it's not always comfortable, okay? Now, in the fierce belly of Sekmet, the lion-headed sister of Isis, the Egyptian goddess of passion, courage, and fire, there is no room for procrastination, self-doubt, or turning back. She urges you on to your high destiny, calling you to believe, keep going, reach higher, and expand wider. You can do so knowing that the temple of carnelian will bring you warm strength, encouragement, and deep trust in your own body wisdom to guide you through any situation or relationship that may arise to test you, so that you can grow into more of your magnificent being. And that's what we have here, right here, is this relationship is testing you. And this is saying, she urges you to keep going, to believe, to reach higher and expand wider. You've got this already. You already have that energy of hope. So this oracle calls you to have the courage of your convictions, to have faith in yourself and your own process, to be fearless as you are assured of victory. Sekmet will not be defeated. If you are concerned that you are biting off more than you can chew, or are not sure about the path you are taking, if you are up to the standard, or if you will ever gain the recognition that you feel you deserve, then know that as you enter the temple of carnelian into the fire belly of the lion-headed priestess, you shall be guided to success. Sekmet comes alive with boldness. Her power grows with courage, and her fire will burn bright in your life as passion, success, and victory. She says fortune favors the bold and guides you to take the leap you know in your heart. It is time for you to take. She's saying, trust. Okay, so the Fool card, if you don't know, is always, they always say, this is a leap of faith. You got to take a leap of faith in the divine in order to go on this spiritual path. Okay, so she just said, fortune favors the bold and guides you to take the leap you know in your heart. Okay, that it is time for you to take. Trust that she will protect your love. This knight is also a protector. That she will protect your love, heart, and vision, encouraging you to shine most brightly. Okay, so this is the sun right here in the groin area. Now the groin area, or right above the pubic bone here, that is the orange chakra. That is the chakra of inspiration, of creation. Okay, and it's shining bright like a sun. Okay, so this oracle also brings a particular message about divine justice. Oh, wow. Like I was saying right here, after all this bullshit you've been going through, after it's over, the karma, the way the universe works is justice. For all the shit that you've gone through, there will be karmic justice coming in for you, especially because of, look at this energy that you've been carrying of hope. This whole time this bullshit's been happening to you. That kind of strength, that kind of fortitude is something that Sekmet admires. That I feel like she wanted me to tell you that. Okay, so if you are involved in or witnessing a situation that seems unjust, abusive, or concerning and are worried that it is not right, the Lion Sister Priestess tells you that it shall be resolved according to divine justice and there is nothing to fear. Pray to her in unconditional love for help. I don't say pray, you guys. The only the only entity I pray to is spirit, which I know is the combination of Father God and Mother Goddess. Okay, Mother Goddess, Father God, however you have, so I just ask her like in an intuitive way, just think, and she knows what you're thinking. In an unconditional love for help. Ask her for unconditional love for help, resolution, and trust. If you feel intuitively to act, then do so. Otherwise, allow her to have her way, as she has done and always will do. There is much more unfolding in life than we can possibly know consciously, and her ways are vast and many. Divine justice always prevails. This oracle is also a yes to any question that you have been asking. Any obstacle in the way of manifestation of your desire will be cleared away. Sometimes it is our own ego that is cleared. So don't worry if there are a few bumps on the path. It just takes part of the manifestation. It is just part of the manifestation of the desire. Sekmet assures you it will come to pass. In fact, the manifestation has already commenced. Okay? So if you feel like you need to do something, do it. But otherwise, just ask her with unconditional love. Ask her for her help, and she'll do it. But you have to understand, when she does it, there may be another battle there. You have to be brave. You know what I mean? She doesn't fool around. She's not messing around here. So there is a meditation. You may be able to look that up online. You use the stone called carnelian along with it. But yeah, this, like I said, I knew this card was just going to make sense out of everything here. You have it in you to be brave, but yeah, these two, this is, and don't forget that controlling your emotions, this is going to be a big part of that. So that's also a big part of the strength issue that is going on here for you, Taurus. Wow. Okay, so again, don't forget to like and all that. And that's what I have for you at this time. See you next time.